This dish is so good, you'll feel like you have the luck of the Irish on your side.
Perfectly cooked potatoes with tender cabbage and crispy bacon.
And plenty of butter.
Oh, this dish is so good, you'll want to do an Irish jig.
I know.
Well, that sounded like a Mexican accent.
We're probably offending a lot of people. Anyway, we love making this dish, and we're going to say it right from the beginning. We're not Irish. Sometimes I feel like I am.
I thought I had 1%. I did the ancestry, but then all of a sudden I lost my 1%.
When you did you weren't Irish. I know. Well, I hear that happens. You wish it so bad. But anyway, we're not Irish. This is Colcannon is been around for generations and generations, and it's meant to not be like overly fancy.
It's some jacked up mashed potatoes.
It is good. It's good. So our beautiful Irish friends, tell us what we're doing wrong.
Tell us if we're doing it.
Tell us if
right.
we're doing it okay. I feel like we've been on a good run lately. But anyway, so let's talk meat. This is optional. It's not. Colcannon doesn't always have bacon in it, but in our books, everything is better with bacon. So this is
back bacon.
This is back bacon, which is really the same as Canadian bacon, which we use a lot of times when we're making eggs Benedict. But anyway, you can use regular bacon, but we just got some back bacon that I found at the market, and this is about 8 ounces. I just roughly cut it up, and we're gonna cook this until it's nice and crispy.
Yay!
Okay.
And now we have potatoes.
Let's talk spuds.
They're still a little warm, so I want to get the skins off of them.
While you're doing that, again, there's different ways that I've seen people do this, and some you can peel them and then cook them, but the tradition is that the flavor stays in the potato when you cook them with the skin on, and I kind of believe that too. So I steam them, and steaming is a very traditional way to do this.
Yes.
And the way that we did it, I just got a large pot. There's various ways you can do this. You can do this in your pressure cooker, but I did it in a large pot. I put a steam basket in there, filled enough water. You don't want the water touching the potatoes. Crank the heat up. Cover them, let them steam for, depending on the size of the potatoes. But mine took about 40 minutes. If you have the bigger potatoes, they could take longer. If you have smaller, they could take an hour. Woo. You may be thinking, can't I just peel them and then boil them? Yes, you could do that, but I just like doing it.
We've read that this is.
I've done a lot of research, and I've watched a lot of Irish folks, the way they make it, and so I'm going to try to emulate that as best I can.
Yes.
And it is so good.
Woo, these are hot potatoes.
You're being very meticulous.
Well, can I leave some of the skin on
Yeah,
it?
you can. Of course, you can leave some skin.
Well, there you go.
You
Look
could
at that.
have even left all of the skin on.
Do I want to cut this in half?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're going to want to kind of give it a rough chop. Now, you definitely just want to do this while these potatoes are still hot.
Yes.
You got to be careful.
I got a big bowl right here.
Yeah, and you may want to use a pair of tongs to hold the potato while it's.
That's hot.
I know, hot potatoes. I know. So now we're going to continue cooking this.
Oh, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah. So this is just good old green cabbage. Kale is another option that you could use, but we love the flavor of the cabbage mixed with potatoes.
And we're gonna get this tender.
That is about half a cabbage. I'm using about 8 cups. The cabbage is gonna cook down. We've got some boiling water over there.
Yes, and I'm gonna throw in 2 tablespoons of butter.
That just helps tenderize it, and of course, butter, baby.
Look at that.
Okay, we're going to continue. This is getting close, and it smells so good.
I'm going to continue to burn my fingers.
Burn your fingers. And I'll help you with that. And then that's only going to take about 2 minutes, and then it all comes together, and oh my gosh, is it good.
I love it.
Okay.
All right.
Now magic time.
Those are peeled.
So these are peeled, and we're gonna give them a good bit of a mash. To that, we drained. We let it go for about 2 minutes.
I stirred it up a little bit while it started to boil.
So go ahead.
Get the butter all up in there. And then I drained it. Put it back in here just to get rid of that excess water.
It's okay.
And now we're gonna.
It's okay if a little water gets in there. That looked good. Let's get all that. So good. So like I said, you want to be kind of timely when you're doing this because you want everything to be warm. I don't think I said earlier we used 3 pounds of potatoes, and we went with russet, but you could use gold potatoes.
Speaking of gold.
Speaking of gold, liquid gold. So now, baby, it's all about the butter. You can We love our potatoes buttery.
And that is Kerry Gold.
Yeah, with Irish, use some good Irish butter. That's 2 sticks of butter. You can go with, which is 8 ounces. You can do 1 stick of butter, and you're probably going to live a lot longer than we will. But we like our butter in our mashed potatoes.
We've been watching it lately.
We have been. And then this is the bacon that got nice and crispy. And then we're going to add, so I've got, again, it depends on how creamy you like your mashed potatoes. From what I've studied and when I've seen people making Colcannon, a lot of folks don't like it overly, yeah, you can go ahead and add, don't like it too creamy. There want to be some texture in it.
Any pepper?
Yeah, we're gonna, you can dump it in there.
Okay.
So,
well, you know me.
Choreographed. We like a couple of teaspoons.
Oh, okay.
Salt. I mean, these potatoes can definitely take the salt. So now but anyway, what I was saying, the consistency is definitely based on your own liking. And so I'm gonna kind of start to get everything together, and then I've got my masher here.
But I also have heard through the Irish grapevine that they should be a little chunky.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some that are very smooth, and it's just a matter of taste. But I think from what I've heard and what we've been playing with this recipe long enough.
Oh, that looks so good, y'all.
A little texture is lovely. So okay, we are doing good.
I am dying.
Mesmerized. I know. So we're gonna. And did I say we added in? We've been talking so much. I added in some scallions. That was like a half a cup of green onion. Oh, this is looking good.
Yeah.
And you're gonna want to just continue to do this so you get it to the right consistency. Get your. This is when you're gonna want to start getting your corned beef together, or getting it plated. You know, maybe some Irish soda bread, which is always good. And then for dessert, we're gonna have some apple Irish cake.
Yes, Irish apple cake with some vanilla sauce.
It's so good. Okay, this is getting really close. So you go get our bowls, and then we're gonna
clean up.
We're gonna eat.
Yay!
Isn't this?
I
know. And you may be thinking, I don't know, is it gonna be delicious? Oh, just wait. Okay,
oh,
we got a little extra
come on
butter
over here. Come on, please.
Yeah. Now,
plop it in there.
like I said, normally you'd be serving this alongside some corned beef, or that look amazing. Let me give you a little. Yeah.
Y'all, there we go.
It's so.
I'm gonna make. I know what you're gonna do next. Right there.
A little extra butter. You know, if you're going this far, and then a little more chives on top. I know. Oh boy.
I almost slobbered.
This is slobber worthy, I will tell you.
Here, let me put this right there.
St. Patty's Day is just around the corner, and this is the perfect dish to serve, although it's so,
you guys,
well.
Look at that, okay.
Yeah. It's still nice and warm.
Oh, you guys, I'm just gonna, okay, yeah.
I tell you, okay.
Okay.
We're going in?
Yeah. Okay, look at that. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Why is this not like a worldwide phenomenon? I mean, the Irish are like, this is ours. We're keeping this a secret. It is so good. It is like mashed potatoes on steroids.
I am dying.
I love, and you may be thinking, does that cabbage like really impart a strong flavor? It doesn't. It just enhances the overall flavor of the mashies. And that bacon.
I'm gonna shovel that thing in there. In this.
Yeah, who needs corned beef?
Yeah.
This is a meal.
Y'all.
You feeling lucky?
Yes. This is the way I want my potatoes all the time. Now, from now on.
Only if you can say it with an Irish accent.
I want these potatoes all the time like this. Sorry.
Really good.
Sorry, I've offended everybody in the world. All right, these are 500,000% Loon approved. They're so good.
A pot of gold.
A pot of gold percent Loon approved.
Hey, all right. You guys, hopefully you're about to celebrate St. Patty's Day. You're going to have some really good food, and this Colcannon is to die for, you guys.
It is so good. You make this, and everybody will do an Irish jig.
That's right. All right, we love you guys so much. Bye, everybody.